Whenever Obama has a gathering of supporters, it's grassroots. But when regular Americans protest his policies, it's Astroturf, artificial. I mean, am I hateful, America, to ask these questions? Am I hateful for saying, can we survive this crushing debt? If yes, give me specifics. How do we survive it? What's the rush on healthcare and cap and trade? Sure, the planet's going to burn to the ground, but can we at least read the bills? Who's writing these bills? Is it Nancy Pelosi? Is it some organization? I'm going to give you the answer tonight. Will Washington read and understand the bills before they sign them? Am I hateful to ask them that? Am I hateful to ask why are they grassroots if you're for these things and you're Astroturf or hateful if you're against them? Let me ask you this question. Who are these czars? What do you even know about these czars? Where's the media on the czars? What do these people do? What power do they possibly have? Are they even constitutional? Who's paying for them? Why is it necessary to completely overhaul healthcare nearly overnight, even though none of the changes would even go into effect until 2013? Is that a reasonable question? What's so bad about our current system? Yes, I do agree that there are some issues, sometimes big issues, things that we do need to fix. But is it so bad that we must fundamentally change our entire system overnight without even reading it? How can they pass a 1,500-page climate bill that would cause our electricity rates to skyrocket? Listen to the words.
My plan of a cap and trade system, electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket.
Okay. Excuse me? We're in a down economy? You want to do that? Plus, there's plenty of evidence to doubt that there's even a problem, or at least a problem that we can do anything about. Since the answers that Washington is giving us just don't make any sense, I'm sorry, maybe it's just me. I have to find something that does. America, the hour is growing late. I cannot help but express to you that time is of the essence. That is my opinion. I think you feel it as well. Tonight, our first in 5 series, I want to deal with just the economy. They've told us that we have to spend our way out of debt. And you know what? People used to say that, and it did make sense for a while. I mean, people say that in a way they're absolutely right. I mean, you have debt, right? I have debt. We all do. We have debt with our cars. We have debt with our homes. But at some point, you get to, no matter what kind of money you make, you could make millions of dollars. You could be Bill Gates. And you get to a point where you cannot pay off your debt. It doesn't matter how much money you make. Well, are we there yet? Let me ask you this. I'm going to show you this clock. This is our U.S. national debt clock. This is phenomenal to me. This is our national debt, $38,000 per citizen. But that isn't all of it. You've got another $23,000 down here. Can you scroll up, please? Look at the bottom of the screen. There's the unfunded liabilities. The unfunded liabilities. Look at this. Keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up. Here it is. Unfunded. This is Medicare, Medicaid, all this stuff. Unfunded liability per citizen, $191,832. Now, here's my number one question. And I'm going to give you a possible answer. But I want you to ask this question first to yourself, and then you take it to Washington. Is there any way to tax and spend out of these numbers, just the unfunded liability, $191,000 per citizen? The answer is no. Then that would lead you to question number 2. Why would anyone want to add more spending? If the answer is even close for you, remember, on Friday, the president took our 10-year deficit, the deficit he'll have created, the White House own estimate, he's taken that from $7 trillion to $9 trillion. Now, $10 trillion is what the CBO tried to tell us 6 months ago was reasonable, and everybody badmouthed them, the administration. No, that's unreasonable. Why would we even listen to those clowns? Well, how can the administration be this wrong in 6 months, and no one in the media is even really talking about it? Nobody is holding this man's feet to the fire. How can they be this wrong in 6 months and then expect us to believe them on the rest of the spending? Second question, what would your motivation be to spend us into oblivion? Do you have one?